What's up everyone, this is Jake here, and today I'm going to show you how to set up an abandoned cart system for your WordPress store using make.com. It's going to be a very simple automation using both WordPress, Make, and I'll use Cloudways as my web host. But the reason why I wanted to create this was because, and this is a fact that I didn't know, but nearly 70% of online shopping carts are abandoned before checkout. So to have a system in place that automatically will email your potential customers, giving them a discount code, will help improve that conversion rate. So without speaking too much on the subject, I'm going to jump right into the tutorial, and then you'll get to see a live example of the abandoned cart system. A lot of automations I see are super complex. This is going to take 3 or 4 automations and operations using Make, and it's going to be pure bare bones, but simple, very effective, and to the point. So yeah, let's go. Okay, so first step, we're going to go to cloudways.com. This is where I host all my sites. Very high performance hosting. I've done several videos on Cloudways. If you're interested in them, I'll link some of those below, but that's beyond this tutorial. This is where all my websites are hosted, and I've created a demo store for you guys. Okay, so go to your applications, and I think this is the one here. Demo site. That's it. Yeah. So this is separate thing, a premium theme that I purchased, but I was just testing out. It's a little messed up, but I was just testing out the abandoned cart system. So just want to make sure it's all set up properly. Okay, so this is an example product here. Okay, so first thing, I'm just going to log in here. Okay, I don't know if this is the right login, we'll find out. Nope. Okay, just give me 1 second, I'm going to get that login. Give me 2. Okay, you get your login from Cloudways, so just copy that, that should do it. Paste it there. Let me move this here, sorry. Okay, it's taking a minute here. Okay, this is a fresh install, so it'll be a little slow. You can enhance this, make it faster, so don't judge me. Okay, so products. I've got the one product in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a demo store. I'm going to add this product to the cart, and then I'm going to it's going to shoot me an email with an abandoned product email, but I don't even have that built yet. So go to make.com. Now, make.com is a automation software. It's very cheap. I think I'm on the $10.59 a month, 10,000 ops a month. I don't use 10 to 20% of them. If you've got, depending on your usage and how big your site is, you might want to change this. Who knows? But still, 40,000 operations, $34 a month. It's not very expensive. Depending on what you need, you can set up a free account. I'll leave a link below. And you can do a free account or do one of these paid ones. I think I'm spending $9 a month. And then go to scenarios. And so I've already built this out, but just to keep this simple, let's create a new one. And so the first step is WooCommerce. There we go. And so I can't remember if I do watch orders. Triggers when a new order is created. So yeah, it's watch orders. So this, using the watch orders, is going to just basically keep this, if you keep this running, you're just going to watch each order as they come in, and it will also set up a filter that actually, so we can do it right here. So I don't know what that's all about. Customer ID. So yeah, so your first thing you're going to do is you're going to want to create a connection, and the way you do that is you click add here. And then you need this consumer key and consumer secret, and then the URL of your shop. I've already done this, but in order for you to do this, you have to go to WooCommerce, go to your settings, excuse me, and then you go to, I think it's advanced, REST API. First things first, add a key, and then wait for that, and then you're just going to name it, and it's going to generate a key, 2 keys for WooCommerce. So just name it abandoned cart, call it system if you want, and you want read and write. I mean, I guess you don't. Yeah, no, read them. No, just do read. It's safer. We only need to read the data. We don't need to push anything to WooCommerce. So, and then you've got your. Now I'm going to show mine, but don't show yours, or keep it safe. I'm going to delete this after, so no one can mess with it. But yeah, copy consumer key. Go back to your connection here. So I'm going to do it again just to show you. Add consumer key goes here. Consumer secret goes in here. And then the URL of your shop, which would be this here. Now this URL is all messed up. This is just where Cloudways host it. Yours can be your normal domain. And now, so if you are using Shopify, this is going to be slightly different process, but somewhat similar. So open that up. Man, why doesn't it stay on there? Give me 1 second here. And then maybe I wasn't fast enough. There we go. Put that in, and that should just connect. Save. Wait for this to finish. Okay, looks like we connected. Now I've got 3 of these. Do yourself a favor, name these properly. I have that problem all the time. Customer ID, you can leave that empty. And then what we're going to do is the status of the order. So if you go into your WooCommerce orders, and you can see here, yeah, this is one of the failed ones. So we want the stat. So the failed ones are obviously the abandoned. Oh, that one's the payment fail. In fact, you know what? Let's I actually can't remember. I swear it was a different status. So open up your store. Go in here. You do have to. The customer does have to fill out the form, so they have to get halfway there. So go to your shop. Sorry, my mic's in front of my keyboard. And then add that, so that's already in the cart. And then go to checkout. Okay. And then I've already got this stuff in. So all you're going to do, don't submit a payment. My Visa number's just there. That's all right. So yeah, put your email address in. So obviously you need your customer to fill out this information and then put their address in, their phone number. And then the cool thing is, on top of this automation, I'm not going to show that today, but you can have like a text messaging system too. So you can send them a text message to try and recover that order. So yeah, you get to this point. Obviously, you filled out all this information, place order. You can't fill this out, so this should show up in here if I refresh this. Why is that not showing up? No, let's do I think I'm doing something wrong here. Place order. See, I don't want it to yeah, see, this is what I don't understand. This should show up. There we go. Okay, so I placed the order, but obviously I failed the payment. I couldn't put the payment through, but I provided all my contact information. So this is what typically someone else would do. And then you can see here, they tried to order and the status is failed. So I thought it was pending, but it's failed. So what we want to do is we want to set the status in here as failed. And then you can do this on scale, but just for the sake of this tutorial, we'll limit it to 5, and you can sort by date created. Then you see this will choose from where to start from now on. Okay. I might have to redo that, but that's okay. Okay. Next step, WooCommerce again, and then you want to. So once you've watched that order and that order comes through here, we're going to want to get an order. Very simple. And then all you do here is get this order ID, save that. And so that will pull that failed order that comes through when I run this scenario. We'll find out if it works. And then once, actually, let's run it. See what happens. There we go. So in here you can see there's that order. Got all their contact information, email address, all that. So it's actually come through correctly. It's a failed order. And then the next step is we're going to send an email. Send an email. Now I've got this connected to my my Gmail, so you'll have to do that same process. You just click add, log into your email, and then I think it's like accept or authorize. Save message after sending, select no, and then here's where we would get their email. So add a recipient, and then just use the email field pulled from the order. Okay, and then this is where you can be a bit creative on how you do it. So let's do hi, make it personalized, grab their first name, and let's say I noticed you didn't finish your order. Hopefully this was a mistake. If not, as a deal, well, not if not, as a deal sweetener, here's a 5% promo code. Here's a 5% discount code for your current order, and then just put promo code 5 off. Let me know if I can answer any questions. Cheers, Jake. Okay. Now, the only problem with this is I'm going to send it from my domain to my domain, so I might have to change that, and we'll check that out. But hi, first name. I noticed you didn't finish your order. Hopefully this was a mistake. As a deal sweetener here, here's a 5% discount code for your current order. Promo code 5 off. Let me know if I can answer any questions. Cheers, Jake. And then you can make this, you can customize this as much as you want. It might be a little different depending on your business, but so save that. And then what was I going to check? So you can go into WooCommerce and you can add that coupon code here. So create your first coupon. I should have done that. I think it's the same thing. And then just call it 5 off. And coupon amount, I think it's a percentage. Can I do 5%? Check this box if it grants free shipping. Sure. You know what? Instead, so let's do. Hold on 1 second. That's the old one. Let's do this here. 5% discount off your current order, and you know what? I'll also throw in free shipping. I mean, you can do this or you can not do this. It's up to you. This is just a promotional tactic. 5%. Now, I'm pretty sure that's how you do it. Coupon expiry date. Now, you can set the expiry date. I probably wouldn't do that. I wouldn't even do an expiry date. I just don't know if you can do value of the coupon. I don't know if it's 5% or... Oh, that's why I fix percentage discount 5, and then give them free shipping or not. And usage restriction. Yeah, you might want to do a minimum, maximum, and an individual use only. It might be a certain product, but it depends on your store. That's a little beyond the scope. And then publish that. I'm pretty sure. Let me see here. Oops, shit. Excuse me. 5 off. That's what we want it to be called. That should still work. Now I know as well, you could probably add in the email the link for the product. I've not actually done that, but I bet you could do it. It's not going to be hard. There has to be a way. You might have to create a link or something, even if you add an item name. But I'm sure if they just go back, payment URL. So you could do that. Let me see what that does even. Yeah, would that work? I wonder. Here's. You know what, I'm not going to do that just for the sake of this tutorial, but I'm pretty sure you can just add that in and they can jump right back on and apply that code there. It should work so that you don't have to make them go back to your store and fill it out, but hopefully your store has already saved their cart and they can just run through it. Just to keep this simple, I'm not going to add that in, but that would be cool. Okay, so save that, and then the last step here is if payment exists. So this is a filter. So in case it runs, well, where is it? Excuse me. I forget what it is. Needs payment. There we go. If needs payment, is it exists or does not exist? If needs payment does not exist. So if this field does not exist, then it won't run, if that makes sense. So if they've already submitted payment and you got this notification, then it won't send that email. That's just in case that they, in the time frame that you, from them failing the order to this going out, this is going to make sure that the payment does exist. Or sorry, the payment does not exist or it won't run. Okay, and then send email, and I'm going to change, so I'm going to do another test order. So let's do here, but that's pretty much it. So you're going to watch orders, set up your connection, look for any failed orders, and then you're going to get that order, and then you're going to filter here and make sure that the payment does not exist, and then you're going to send an email, and you can customize that to however creative you want to be. And now the cool thing is you could even add a an SMS section if you want to send a separate thing. And then I also have, and I'm not going to do it in this tutorial, but I would do if they don't respond to this or if they don't make the purchase, I would do another 25%, in 24 hours I would do another 10% discount just to see if I can really get that sale. But I would make sure your margins can support it, but just make it. And also you'll have to, I mean, it's a lot more complex from this scenario, but you'd have to do a check to see if they even if they place the order. So a lot more complex, but that would be a cool direction to go. So let's do another example order. See if this works. So shop. Okay, and I'm going to use my personal email. See if that will. So let's. You know what? Let's log out here because I think it's saving my other one. Okay, and then go here. Example product. Now, obviously, your product will look a lot nicer. Add to cart. Checkout. Okay, and I'm going to use my personal address just to test this out. Jake. 1234 Fake Street. Oh. Stratford. That's not my number. Okay, so I got here and I'm like, I don't know if I want to do it. Now I'm pretty sure they have to place the order. I don't know, so that's the only issue. They have to place the order. Otherwise, this information is not going to be sent to you. So let's see. They place the order. Your card number is incomplete. Now I want to make sure that that actually shows up. Ah, damn it! I'm gonna log in again. Just 1 second. I'm hoping this works. I've not actually tested it. WooCommerce orders, is that a new one? 13 minutes ago, that's that one, but what about the next one? It's got to work. No, it didn't. It didn't go through. That's weird. Well, I don't want to pay, so place order. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so I've made a big mistake. So when you, for example, when you go here to your checkout, so say for instance you go to your cart, you proceed to check out. The one thing that WooCommerce doesn't natively do is it doesn't capture your data or your customer's data unless they've placed the order or go to the payment page and then the payment fails. So I've had to change everything pretty much. So what we're going to do is, and it actually makes it somewhat better. So we need to capture the customer's data here. We need to capture it here before they, capture it here once they filled it out, and then say that they decide, screw it, and they close the page. We're going to capture this information just by them filling out the fields here, and then they don't have to place the order or do anything like that. I think you can get that support in Shopify, but on WooCommerce you can't, so I'm going to show you how to do that. So this is pretty much the revamped make scenario. So what we've had to do is create a custom webhook. So a webhook basically sends data, and so this is the receiving point. So this is going to capture the data from a plugin we'll install that will send that order data and then trigger that email field with some I've made some adjustments here, which I'll get into in a second. So in order to do that, we need to go and install WooCommerce Cart Abandonment Recovery. So you do that here. It's this one here, this orange one. Go ahead, search for it in your plugins, add new plugin, search for it, install, activate, and then you go to WooCommerce Cart Abandonment. And you can see I've got a recoverable order that I tested. So what you want to do is you go, and so this kind of has the same system where you can create some sample emails and send them out at certain times, but it's not as customizable. You can't add certain fields in, and you can't enhance it. You can't do texting, all that stuff. So this is just the basic plugin to capture the emails, to capture the customer's information, if that makes sense. So go to settings. So you click on start capturing abandoned carts. Now you can do 10 minutes, 20 minutes. 20 minutes is the default. Disable all that, and then you want to exclude email sending for any of the emails that are, well, really just leave it like this, processing and completed, and then we'll be sending emails for all three of these types. It really doesn't matter because we're going to send a webhook, and then leave all this. This should all be default. And then here, this is my, so I'm going to delete that and just show you an example. So we're going to enable the webhook, and then we go to, and I'll just show you how to set this up. Let's do it again. Delete module, delete. So you want to add webhook, custom webhook, and then choose a hook. I've already set up a connection, and you just do that with add. It's really easy to do. And then you get this this webhook here. So copy that address, save, and then go back to we'll leave that, and let's close that. Sorry, go back to your plugin settings here. Copy that webhook. Okay, and we'll just leave that for a second, and then just make sure this is all set up. So you've got your webhook. You can make sure it's running right now. I've just forced the stop. Hold on 1 second. What's going on? not sure. Let me refresh that. Shouldn't be doing that. Okay. Yeah, this is on. I think this is on. Yep, it's on. So this is gonna run as it receives data, and I've got it set to immediately. Okay, so make sure yours is set to immediately. Copy this, paste it into the other the plugin settings, and then go to your email. And then because I've already set this up, I'm going to show you it differently. So let's get rid of that. So let's unlink this for a second, and then we're going to run. What we're going to do is we're going to trigger a sample. So just leave that to trigger. I actually went straight away. That's not good. It shouldn't have done that. And then run this module only, and we should get the data. I don't know if that was cached or not. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, let's do it again. Hold on. There we go. You see? Just ran it. So this is just an example one. So this is the data it's pushed out from that webhook. And then we're going to connect these two. And then you can use the sample data here. So email address, we want to use the email field. Subject, you don't need to say what the heck. You can say whatever. It just brings attention. And then we do this here. So hey, and then you've got, I'll do it again. First name. Where is the first name? Why is that not here? I just had it a minute ago. What the hell? That's weird. I don't like that. I'm not sure what happened there. Where is it? It should be here. Let's just save that again. Hold on a second. Email. Hey, first name. There it is. I don't know what was going on there. And then because these are not formatted correctly, you want to add like a little backspace, and that will be like a break, because it will just show as one line of text. We notice your order didn't go through. Hopefully it was just an error. As a deal sweetener, here's a 5% promo code to apply to your order. Promo code 5 off. Mine was 5 off. And then if you want, pick up where you left off. So here's a cool thing. You can actually include that checkout URL, so they can just click the URL in the email to resume. And let's just add a little one of these and these and these. Okay. Save. Okay, so now now this is running. We've got it set to immediately run. You can run it once if you want, just for the sample data, but we don't need to do that. Let's just leave this on. I don't know why it says triggering still. So save changes. Now I'm gonna have to wait 20 minutes to get a real example. So just do 10. The minimum's 10, so we'll just set it for 10. Okay. And then, so what I want to do now is I want to trigger an order. I want to trigger an order that comes in here, and then I want to send that webhook to this here, which will then run this. Okay, hope that makes sense. It's gotten kind of confusing, more confusing than I wanted it to be, but that's fine. And then, okay, so next step, let's grab this. Now I don't like doing it in the while I'm logged in, so let's just open up another browser. Okay, so I accidentally didn't record the screen with the example order, so let's just walk you through that quickly. So hopefully you can see this still. So you're going to want to paste that URL, go to shop, and then add that cart or add that product, and then just run through a checkout. Now I know I mentioned that I've changed the design of the store. I just went and did just a normal theme. It was irrelevant. It didn't actually cause any issues. I just do that as part of the testing process. So just ignore this design. Obviously your design will look much nicer, or you're using the salient one from my other videos. And then go ahead, fill out this information. In fact, I'm going to do a different name just to make sure. Actually, I think I did Jake last. Let's do that one. And then we'll do it here. Okay, and so this is the cool thing. So with the plugin now installed, we don't have to hit place order. In fact, we don't have to do anything. We just have to leave this page. So you get here and then you're like, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if I want to place order, or like your client does that. And then you just close it out. Okay, and then by closing it out, we'll go back to the abandoned cart plugin, so WooCommerce cart abandonment, and then you should see, oh, now this might change the name. If it changes the name, that means it worked. Oh no, sorry, I made a mistake. So we're gonna give that 10 minutes, and then that will be replaced here. But as you can see, like one of the tests went through. This is just the other ones that I did. This video has kind of been a bit of a disaster, so I've ran through so many tests, and then yeah. Okay, so place that test. Okay, so I did a couple of tests just to make sure. Sorry, my mic is not in front of me here. So I did a couple of tests just to make sure it was working. And as you can see, I got a couple names here. And then checking my personal email. So it did send it twice. I ran a couple. Obviously, this is not formatted correctly, so we'd have to fix that. And that's very simple. Just go back into the make scenario, open that up, and so this /n, I thought it would work, but this is a HTML email. So if you know any HTML, you can just do a break here and a break and a break, just to make it look like it's real and a real person is filling it out. This is going to show the URL like as a, so you can format that differently if you wanted to add some HTML here. I'm not going to do it just for simplicity's sake. So save that, save, and then that should fix the formatting issue. I'm not going to run it again, but as you can see, it did go through. The problem is the scheduler for the webhook, and then the timer that you set in here. Sorry, wrong one. Cart abandonment. Give me 2 seconds when this loads. Okay, so yeah, so this time in here, so I actually think it's defaulted at 15. And then your cron job, which is beyond the scope of this, is sending it is rotating 15 minutes. So even if this is set at 15 minutes, it might be out of whack if your cron job ran 5 minutes ago, right? So then it would be 20 minutes. I hope that makes sense. So the cron job is basically like what runs this webhook. So this is probably never going to be accurate, but it still does the job. Like 15 minutes, they may end up purchasing. You might want to put this like an hour, 2 hours, or whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. Now you have a fully functioning abandoned cart recovery tool, and you didn't have to pay for anything. It's all free. Oh, sorry, no. So Make, you'd have to pay for Make, which is $9. The plugin's completely free. WordPress is free, and then you'd have your Cloudways hosting. But one cool thing, which is one cool fact is more than 10% of abandoned carts can be recovered just by sending a recovery email. And then they're also adding that discount code in your email that can help increase your conversion rates by like 50%. So yeah, awesome. I hope you like this tutorial. Obviously we can enhance this even further. I'm probably going to do that in some future videos, adding text in and all that. Kind of didn't go the way I wanted it to. I wasn't very structured in creating this video, but as you can see, like these two little modules can save you thousands of dollars. So like, subscribe, and if you need any help with any of the automation setup, shoot me a comment, and speak to you soon. Bye-bye.